if this competition had to be dragged to questions and answers, I was so confident that no candidate would beat me to that because I always have my ways of giving answers. You also be very, very arrogant because
You got into the final four, the top four. So how did you feel when your name or your college was called? Did you expect it or not?
yeah, I was expecting it to be honest. To be honest with you, I was because when I evaluated myself and evaluated those who were my so-called competitors, I knew that I'm likely to be amongst the top four. So it was a normal feeling. It was like felt like I wasn't really their preferred candidate. I think amongst the Nigerians though, and it was so obvious. Simply promise and you.
We are here again for another video, and I'm with Promise as usual. And as you can see in our previous video that we've uploaded, we showed you guys about his journey about Mr. International of Lyceum Northwestern University for this year 2025. So as usual, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel and like the video. And of course, put your thoughts on the comment section and share it to your friends and families. So Promise, how are you today?
I feel good. I feel like a winner. I feel blessed.
Okay, so how was your journey started? Like, how did it start? Who convinced you to do it?
I would say it's Ma'am Pamela, who happens to be our psych teacher. She tested me in the class GC and she asked if I would participate in this year's pageantry, which I declined. One of the reasons why I declined is because I felt like I don't want to say it, I don't want people to get offended, but I felt like um, we weren't really respected as Nigerians here. And so that was one of the reasons why I declined. But she continued to persuade me to take part in it. And I said, okay, ma'am, I would do that, but let me take permission or ask for someone's suggestion towards my proposed plan on joining the pageantry. And she obliged to that humble request. I think the next day I tested her in the class GC and I informed her that, ma'am, I think I'm ready to participate in the pageantry, which obviously made her feel elated at that moment. So I think that was how I joined the pageantry.
Okay, so since you are a Nigerian and of course you represented your country, which is Nigeria, how so far how is your relationship, or how did it affect your relationship or friendship towards your fellow Africans that are studying in Lyceum?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I still love them. I still care about them. Just that the only thing I would say is that from I kind of like felt like I wasn't really their preferred candidate. I think amongst the Nigerians though, and it was so obvious. Yeah, I wasn't. I could feel it, but I was just trying. I was playing along. I realized that most of them perhaps had someone in mind, but that shouldn't be a reason for me to be any grudge against any one of them because I understand that people are free to make their own choices.
Yeah.
So no one owes me the decision to support me or not. So, which is very, very cool. They're still my people. I love them. Regardless of the outcome of the pageantry, we are all Africans and still Nigerians.
Since it is Mr. and Miss International pageant, of course, you have your competitors, and your competitors also represented their own countries. So, have you had, have you developed such friendships with those candidates? How were you with them? How are they with you?
Yeah, I think we developed a camaraderie amongst each other. Yeah, I think we are very, very cool. When I meet them, we are cool. The Nigerian candidates who participated in the pageantry, he's still my guy, no matter what. Whether I won or whether he won, we are still cool. So I don't think the pageantry would be something that would just cause a divide between us. So that's it.
Okay. So of course, for pageants we have different attires, right? You wore a production shirt, you wore a formal attire, and you also wore a national costume. So the national costume is one of the most exciting part. So can you tell us about your national costume?
Yeah. Well, everyone here, I think people know that I'm Nigerian, but one of the things that they don't really know is that in Nigeria we have tribes. So my own tribe or my own nationhood within the country called Nigeria is the Igbo.
Yeah.
So what I wore was a representation of what Igbos are known for. So the red cap signifies royalty. So the red cap, it is usually meant for those who have chieftaincy titles. So I wore the bead and the necklace. So those necklaces they also reflect royalty,
Okay.
and I kind of like dress like um, a spiritual or a native doctor in Igbo land. That was why I was barefooted because our native doctors are known to be barefooted, and I had a staff, and that staff was more like my scepter or my symbol of authority. So that was why I decided to wear that to show my people the importance of re-embracing our roots and not forgetting our spiritualism as a people. So that was why I had to wear that to show our people that if we really go back to our roots, we can be able to retrace our step and really show the world what we can be.
Okay. So you got into the final four, the top four. So how did you feel when your name or your college was called? Did you expect it or not?
Yeah, I was expecting it to be honest. To be honest with you, I was because when I evaluated myself and evaluated those who were my so-called competitors, I knew that I'm likely to be amongst the top four. So it was a normal feeling. It was expected.
Okay, so after the top four, of course, you guys were asked your own different questions.
Yes.
So you got your question, and your question was, what is the Filipino word that what do you call that? What is the Filipino word that you've learned, and how is it important to
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Okay, so what are your thoughts about it? Did you feel nervous?
No,
Okay.
I'm not nervous because one of the qualities that I would say that I grew up with is confidence. Um, I can't remember the last time I was shy over anything. Do you get it? So before I could directly answer that question, deep within me, I knew that if this competition had to be dragged to questions and answers, I was so confident that no candidate would beat me to that because I always have my ways of giving answers. And I'm naturally spontaneous. This is not me trying to be egocentric. I knew that when it comes to questions and answers, no candidate there could outperform me.
So we're in that part now, question and answer, right? So can you share us what was your answer to that question?
Yeah, my answer to that question was I chose the phrase or the word salamat po.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why I chose that. The reason why I chose that is because that was one of the first words that I heard here in the Philippines. And I keep asking why Filipinos would always use the word po. Po. And I was made to understand that po is a way of expressing politeness or being cautious.
Yeah.
And the biggest reason why I had to say salamat is because gratitude is everything. Gratitude, when we are very, very grateful, we tend to receive more. And each day we wake up, I think that is a gift from God.
Yeah.
So there are people who were alive yesterday, but today they are no longer alive. So it should humble us, it should make us to express gratitude to our Heavenly Father.
Okay.
So for me to witness that pageantry, I have to be very, very grateful to our Heavenly Father. So gratitude means everything to me.
Okay. So to end this video, what can you say to those Africans or specifically Nigerians who want to compete or try to join the pageant next year? So as a reigning Mr. International, what are your advices?
Yeah, one of my advice is that they should remember who we are. In Africa, Nigerians are known to be the loudest.
Yeah.
And people see us to be very, very arrogant because there's a saying in Nigeria, we say, Nigeria not they carry last. Nigerians, we believe in ourselves. We believe that whatever we put our mind, our hands, and heart to, we can get it. So, in as much as I never really said openly that I'm going to win the pageantry, I always knew that I'm going to win. I want them to remember that Nigerian factor. And to also make an addendum to all that I have said, remember 2023, I participated in the Mr. and Mrs. International 2023,
Yeah.
and I fell short. I and my Nigerian partner fell short. But this year, I won. So that should remind you that do not allow failure to determine your future. Don't let failure to keep you down. So whatever you set your mind to do, please do it better. Make sure you are the best in everything that you do. Be unique in everything. So if you're a Nigerian, specifically, I don't want to speak to other Africans. Let me speak to Nigerians. Make sure you play and key into that Nigerian factor and believe in yourself. Since I am Mr. International 2025, I believe another Nigerian can do that if they can key into that Nigerian factor and excel well. So Nigeria know they carry last.
Okay. So thank you, Promise, for this interview as our Mr. International for this year.
The winner.
So as usual, guys, that's it for our video today. Please, if you like this video, share your comments or thoughts on the comment section. And please, if you haven't watched yet the previous video, which talks about his journey on Mr. International, please visit our channel and you can see it there. So thank you.
Thank you.